Meow get that cleared off the line by Gero. Kenji going in, trying to slice and dice, gets one, but now he's still here to defend. Can't get the pass off. Might be a breakaway for ZETA now. They want a chance. Shot's not there, and Tensai will be the one to defend.
So tense, as now Crazy Raccoon joined this for the defense. Navi's got to heal up now. So much really pivots on this Frank pick, being able to make something happen here, but Tensai is the thorn in that very idea. Moya low, Tampo on the right-hand side, low also has got to be a pitch-perfect defense for ZETA here. 3 consecutive smashes, and Tensai's got to think twice.
Tensai still lives though, he's got all of them there. The little knockback available from Moya, will use the hypercharge in there as well. Puts it into the hands of Tensai, who will corner the ball. Buy CR a bit of time for some respawns, but Meow wants the ball. He's trying to find it, jump,
he gets it!
Jump. The knockback's there, Kenji's slicing, but the ball comes in. And ZETA Division live to fight another day.
The timing with that surge was absolutely perfect. It was a jump then, or it was going to be a defense. ZETA finally now off the mark and starting to look like they could bring things forwards. It was looking bleak, so bleak realistically there. As you can see, the Crazy Raccoon was starting to run away with things. It's going to be a tough one. I feel like they are struggling against this Kenji. No doubt about it. They've proved to themselves, most importantly, that they do stand a chance in this set.
Gero gets tossed over his shoulder, a little pass forward for Kenji, but he gets the ball.
Oh,
accidental
no!
pass! An accidental pass into the hands of Gero. That was either the best accident I've ever seen or the best play I've ever seen.
Unreal stuff. Sometimes all you need in the world stage is just a little bit of luck. Meow going in, but Moya has the last say. It's Gero, and now he's pushing themselves forwards now. Moya might be far away from a super here, so they've got to be really cautious to not feed into that very idea here. As now Tensai and Tampo join the mix. CR should be able to defend this one.
Yeah, well, a jump from Tensai will secure it, and he does cycle it out as well. Now pinned into this kind of bottom right-hand side corner. Jump goes in, but a jump from Surge will counteract that, and the Stu will be able to run away. Surviving is Meow now, but it's passed over to the left-hand side where Moya awaits. No super in hand, but that will be one. Now the super comes in. Can the pass go through?
What
and
a
he
save!
finishes the super in time and denies CR a goal.
An instrumental save, but now with Tensai coming in with super and the hypercharge, this can be forced through here. Meow comes in and actually makes the final save. It's down to Navi. Can he survive? Nice twister there from Moya just to ensure it. As Crazy Raccoon will equalize for the goal.
One goal for the win, or one goal for a set number 3, and that will be decided. Hypercharge gets through.
My
Massive from Naui, but still nothing for ZETA, and they look to try find another opportunity.
What incredible value, but it's not enough still, as Crazy Raccoon are holding their own and really making ZETA work for this one. It's just Moya, he can gadget on the ball and he will do just that. Navi will get the stun, but they can't get the ball on the side of ZETA.
Yeah, now he's looking for a super now, can break open all these walls with a single play, but yet to be able to get it to Kenji.
Here it is!
Moya, there's the super, can they save it? Slice by Chitampo, who saves CR once again. Now it's them on the attack, can they find the winner?
This is unbelievable, but it is still Crazy Raccoon that are only one goal away from taking this series. A perfectly timed jump into the hands of Gero, who should be able to now dash force to get the ball. It's just Tensai, he's got gadget now as well, and that's got to be on the minds of ZETA.
Tensai goes for ball, but actually plays it straight into their hands once more instead of it. He gets the pass, and the goal's there from ZETA Division. Provided to them on a plate by CR. They even the score, it's 1-1.
We are going all the way. What a pleasure to watch these two teams dance. Deservedly so for ZETA, a little bit of luck sprinkled in, but sometimes you need that to get back in the game, and it was not an easy comp to face into, not by a long shot. I was so worried for Navi, honestly, because that Frank is devastating into a Kenji. You're really struggling to land your shots. To see the plays he was able to establish in that, with that in mind, it was beautiful to watch.
Yeah, what a jump from the out there on the defensive portion of the map, and now he did manage to force the ball in the end. ZETA Division doing a great job of holding on. When we expected CR to kind of run away with it, they looked so confident. They were
there was the fumble, yeah, Crazy, just landing straight at the feet of Gero, and Crazy Raccoon couldn't really recover from it. Definitely weren't expecting it to be the case, to be down so quickly. That was a beautiful pass too, really was. I mean, oh my goodness, we've got to talk about Meow in that matchup. 18 kills, 521 DPS is crazy. It makes Tampo's 14 kills and 440 look actually miserable by comparison. Crazy stuff there from ZETA.
I mean, what a matchup that was, and we expected no less. We saw the comments and we're like, okay, they're doing a little something. They're going aggressive. We're going to see some great games, and that is exactly what we saw. Sweating. I'm sweating after that one. I need to wipe my head.
They're sweating on the stage. We're sweating on the desk. But, I mean, what a spectacle. It really, really was. I mean, we knew coming in when we saw the draft in that game, it was going to be spectacular. And both teams there just proving that to be true. A wonderful draft. We've got to give our blessings towards it and a lot of credit to it to move in to what will be the decider here. It's going to be Shooting Star as the map, Bounty, of course, as the mode. And a very important draft now. A huge decision in what I said from the beginning is the group of death, in my opinion. Will Crazy Raccoon get their revenge after they were taken down last year by this very team who went the distance to claim the crown and be declared the Brawl Stars World Champions of 2023? The bans are in, the Max, the Sprout, and the Kenji for Crazy Raccoon, the Sprout, the Tick, and the Angelo for ZETA Division.
Yeah, well, we saw the Kenji come in last time. It was kind of, it was okay. It freed up some room for the rest of his team, but didn't do the most. RT will be brought in by Moya as the first pick. It's one of the more versatile ones if they choose to bring something aggressive, and I kind of don't expect it now Kenji's out of the way. It can do both. It's best of both worlds.
Certainly going to have that ability to now hover over the mid as well, which I really do like for RT. Makes a lot of sense when you look and consider the design of that brawler. ZETA Division, certainly a lot of ranged options here. Byron hasn't really made a play yet today in the draft. I'm really kind of hoping it does come through here for ZETA. Gus is their first idea. Definitely very much now a first pick worthy brawler in the meta as well. So really great stuff for ZETA, starting hand already in motion. But certainly they've got to consider the amount of range, control potential as well. If they want to go for a potential thrower along the way. Bell, Piper, that kind of thing is very much my flavor, but Byron, gives us a bit of flexibility to combine with a tankier push or a speedier push along the way as well, so wouldn't mind seeing it.
Yeah, well, I do like the Gus as a first pick. I will say Nani adds that kind of sharpshooter that you wanted to see, and also kind of does well against the rest of the sharpshooters with that extended range, kind of sprays out at the end and makes it really, really tough to dodge if you're someone like Moya or someone like a Piper, as well as that RT, obviously. So we'll see what Crazy Raccoon do have to answer that, because Gus and Nani are two incredible picks from ZETA Division. We know the draft is something that Crazy Raccoon have been struggling with for the past few years, all the way throughout these monthly finals and through last year. They get carried forwards by how good they are, how mechanically skilled they are at this game. But the draft does need to be a big, big part of it, and Gene is what they think is the answer.
It's a nice pick for ZETA Division. Having that Nani really kind of deters Crazy Raccoon away from the Piper idea. It's such a hard counter into it. So they were thinking it. They've now got to reconsider themselves. With the Gene then coming through, just allowing more healing off the back things and being able to make that power play with the magic hand, of course, can be a huge turning point in the back and forth. Third and final pick now coming in for Crazy Raccoon to round off this comp. Going to be going with the Grey. A brawler which, again, first time seeing today, I really quite like it. The ability to really go in at that moment of weakness on your opposition's side with the TP, get your goods, get back out again as well if you're playing it, and the technique of Crazy Raccoon really does lend itself perfectly to a brawler of that very nature. I mean, we could be in for a real treat if we see some Grey plays coming through. For ZETA Division, they might be opting potentially here for a Pearl. We've seen that kind of combination with the Gus come in. Ooh. Penny. That is a bit of a controversial one. Certainly one that's coming forward a little bit more in the pro scene, but we've not been a massive fan of it here on the desk.
Yeah, I mean, with that extended range, it does allow itself to be played on a map like Shooting Star. Yeah, albeit not probably the best brawler for this map. But then again, I think Grey over the other side is another one of those. It's kind of, it's okay on some maps, but when you need range, you don't go Grey. And when you're faced with a Nani and a Gus who have that range, I feel like that puts you a bit of a disadvantage. I think ZETA Division might have what it takes here.
Interesting stuff. Well, either way, this is where it's going to be decided. A missed walking cane there by Tenside to start things off. Big taps though from Tampa on the right-hand side onto Novi, and there is a gadget there, the Hax gadget, bringing Novi down so low there, forcing him back and continued aggression. Tampo's not done yet, but Novi still stays standing. Another Hax gadget, 108 HP. They just can't kill him.
Yeah, relying on Moya to come in and get a shot in, but it never arrived. Very difficult for him there, and only one return to sender was used in that process. Meow Gonna be marked up, not gonna be able to find the second shot. Now that comes down. I'm not sure Sujambo can really reach that through the map, but a lot of damage rolling on in. Meow so low, and that mortar shot is gonna be missed. Pull gonna be used on the mortar there. Don't really want to overextend for it, and they do remain in a bit of a deficit of stars. The blue star is deciding so far, but ZETA are in their spawn and not got the best position.
Yeah, I don't mind that pull. I think it opens up the map a great deal. The Peep does find a connection down in the bottom left. Tampa as well, just continuing that aggression. Salty Barrel not going to be doing too much there, but it might be something of a bit of a defensive maneuver on that top right later on down the lines. Gero having that shield, such a great thing to have on the defense. It's just the blue star so far. The Peep coming around, he's going to cycle, finds a connection onto Moya. But Moya stays standing. ZETA Vision holding well under the scrutiny, it must be said.
ZETA Vision managing to spring back out, and there's the Kooky Popper that secures the kill. Extends the lead to 3, as Crazy Raccoon kind of look up a really big hill here in Bounty. 30 seconds on the clock. Hypercharge ready to roll. Going to be used there as well. We've got the shield available from Gus too. Shitampo going to be the target, but he pivots and goes for Tensai. Extends it to 5.
This is fantastic here for ZETA, who've not missed a step, but there is still time. 15 seconds now for a counter response from Crazy Raccoon. They've got to find 6 stars or get a combination with the blue. Gero pulled in, pops the shield. They're still staying standing. A TP there from Tensai, but a pull from Moya. They find the blue. Can they get 3 stars on the right-hand side? Nobby is so low, but they can't secure it. And ZETA Vision stays standing enough to make it a match point.
Millimeters away from the win. Crazy Raccoon are now faced with a match point. ZETA Vision held strong with the blue star for so much of that game, and in the closing seconds almost flipped right in front of their faces. But now only 2 minutes if they get this blue star between ZETA Vision and the win.
The adaptation there from Crazy Raccoon to being pumped to that left-hand side instead of the right. Walking Kane does connect from Tensai, but Meow stays standing. And ZETA do secure that blue star, and that gives them that position of power that we saw in the previous game. Already a Peep coming in, working his way forwards, but not going to find anything but a wall there for ZETA. A bit of a miss now, and Crazy Raccoon know it. They're going to strike now while the iron's hot, and Shitampo fires Nobby.
Yeah, Walking Kane missed over the left-hand side there, but a pull is available for Moya. Hopefully they don't feed him too much, but Meow might be able to get a mortar in these little kind of close-range matchups that he does have a bit of an advantage with the Salty Barrel in. Shitampo getting so many good hits, and Moya with a pull can really extend this lead if he hits it.
See now, Meow's in a bit of a tight spot on his left-hand side. Peep coming in yet again, but on that top right as well. We see the low, but Moya missed the pull. That's a terrible time for it. He could have secured that kill if he'd been able to land it. Meanwhile, Crazy Raccoon still have the lead, but definitely a miss onto Gero. Moya should have done better.
I felt like he had quite a lot of free roam ability there. Nobody was really pinching him. A couple more tiles forward and the pull would have just hit with a quick click of the auto-aim. But some good shots coming in. Might be able to cycle this one out quite quickly. Gero falls low and has to retreat. Now the mortar is available. And it's an aggressive one, but Walking Kane straight through the wall. And that's a great play from CR.
Definitely what you want instead of the magic hand if you've got it to your advantage. But now Tensai has no more gadgets. Hypercharge coming in now. This is a huge Peep. Potential connection. Finds Moya there as ZETA continues to keep the pressure on now. Closing in. They are looking for their star. Tensai has the TP, but where will he go? That's the question. Shield handed over from Gero there to Mao. There, Tensai's low and falls as well. ZETA have got the lead now on the retreat. The pull there from Moya here is good. That's the Tampo there for support. There is still time. Will ZETA find a pickup? Hypercharge for CR. The Tampo is low but surviving on. The Peep comes in. Crazy Raccoon survive.
Double match point up next as CR narrowly survive in the bottom left-hand corner. Beaten down, but don't fall. Standing strong, heading on into this last game. Who will win it, and who will take this first game in the group?
Unreal, honestly. I mean, for the second match on the A stream to go the distance. I love it. A miss Walking Kane though from Tensai. I'm not loving that as much. Already ZETA getting themselves stuck into this mid, getting that blue star again for the 3rd time running. And now running back to their spawn, marked up there. There's Nobby there from that RT connection. We did see Moya gain that magic hand, connected most importantly. No more time for misses now. This is the final game of this series, and whoever wins it will take this in their set, get that early advantage in Group C.
Both Tensai and Meow really want their supers, but aren't willing to overextend and take a risk to get them. Stampo finding some great shots, wonderful pinch over, but Tensai can't hit his shots. And the same for Meow. The ability on this left-hand side to juke is just so good. The walking cane's there. The salty barrel wasn't required to tank as he survives and lives to fight another day regardless.
So much pressure. 1 minute remaining on the clock. Another peep coming in there for Novi. Stampo's low as well. He's going to be working his way around, gathering more damage. Tensai's knocked back into the arms there of Meow and just about survives. Good, solid connection, but Tensai kept his cool and did not TP away. Novi there so low, the shield is keeping him alive from that gust. And a perfect TP there, but Tensai couldn't get the follow-up. But one takedown is all that CR need to gain the lead.
Tensai being the cleanup crew makes this a 1-star win. For Crazy,
what
a pull!
huge!
What a pull! And I think the Gust Shield was missed in there as well. Huge waste and a big star loss for ZETA Division.
25 seconds for ZETA to claim back a ton of stars. They've got the blue, but they need 3 at least, and that'll be Stampo Moya or just Tensai all around. Pip coming in, finds it. Still 6 stars, and the blue with Crazy Raccoon. And ZETA down 1 man. Can't really go for this push.
But enough time to do it. 10 seconds there. Vengeful Spirits come out. Return to sender sends it straight back to Moya. But 5 seconds. Will it be done? The pull's going to be missed. Meow surely going to fall. They do nothing but extend the lead. And Crazy Raccoon beat the world champions.
Back and forth all the way, but Crazy Raccoon get their revenge. Who can forget last year when ZETA Division knocked them out of the 2023 World Finals to a 3-2 scoreline. Now, Crazy Raccoon put the world champions on the back foot in the earliest possible moment